going on, y'all? This is a brief Facebook Live. I was going to go live some time ago, but I wanted to talk about parasites and how you can get them from your family and how you can spread them to your family. A lot of us don't know that because many of us don't know about our body, you know, because we're depending on somebody else to teach us and tell us about our bodies and stuff like that. This is going to be brief. I'm going to save it, and then once Facebook say I have to delete it, I'll download it and then repost it. So if you want to refer back to the video. Okay, I'm going to show y'all my view. This is my view. My goal is to get out every day, 20 minutes of sunlight and also sun gaze. It's very, very good for the eyes, the brain, and the body. So, if you join the live, cool. If you don't, hopefully you'll watch the video. Okay, now, some of y'all have heard similar stuff to what I'm about to say. Some of you never heard of it. If you're new on the page, thank you for being on my page. I saw something in your Facebook. I said, okay, this person got some positive energy. I want them to be on my page. I like to see positive feed, and plus I like to learn from other people. And many of y'all know we are the brand rebranded. We carry some of the rarest crystals in the world, and we have information pertaining to various different things you might need or want, but you're unable to get it. You just inbox us, tell us, and then, you know, we'll help you source it, okay? Got a lot of information, you know? So anyway, parasites. Everybody has them. Your dogs, your cats, humans, we have parasites. All kinds of parasites in your body, you have them. And they cause havoc on your system, on your health. 9 times out of 10, if you're sick, it's either parasites, mineral deficiency, mold, no sunlight, lack of exercise, diet, heavy metals, and there's a few others. I'm going to make a list up. I'm going to write the list down because I've been studying. And like Dr. Sebi said, mucus as well, too. So now, many of y'all have parasites in your body. And you really don't know about these parasites. We got books on parasites where you can read and see the list of parasites that humans get and animals get, and how they can transfer to us and make us deathly ill, sick, because what happens is they create eggs inside of our system, they defecate, they pee inside of our system as well. The parasites. I saw something where they said the cells in our body does that too. I don't know. I'm still researching that. Because I was talking with this sister. She was breaking something down about the cell structure. So, but I do know parasites, they do defecate and pee in you, and they lay eggs inside of you. And they can grow as long or as tall as you are. Your children have them, you have them. If you got eczema, you got parasites. Breaking out on the face, the body, you got parasites. Them creams ain't gonna do nothing. It's an inside job. Now, y'all know we have various different herbs and stuff, but I know a lot of y'all don't like to make blends. So, we're gonna be having the herbs in pill form. So you can just pop the pill on an empty stomach, drink your shungite water. You know, that's another thing we can teach you about, because you want to drink alkaline water. You want to stop buying water. But we're going to teach you some things that we have been doing for some years that's been sustaining us. And even if you are sick or you're not feeling too good, 9 times out of 10, like I said, you got parasites, mineral deficiency, mold, heavy metals. You're not getting sunlight. You're not exercising. Your diet is jacked up. And that's why you're overly stressed. That's why you're getting bigger and bigger. And you could be going to the gym and all of that, but if you're eating the wrong food, right, and you're not doing an internal cleanse, you got to be consistent with the cleanse. Some people think, I'm gonna do a 30 to 90 day cleanse and all the parasites are going to be gone. It all depends on how clogged your system is, meaning how much gook you got inside of you from all those years you've been gooking your system up. For some of us, the stuff works fast for us because we're not clogged. For other people, it's going to take time. So what I've been doing, and I've suggested people, when you're making your blends or you're starting certain cleanses, I'm not saying do them every day, but I'm saying make them a part of your regimen. Don't wait till like 5 years, 10 years down the line, all of a sudden you feel, okay, I want to cleanse. I mean, you can do that, but you want to do the maintenance part, meaning eating clean and putting in the right minerals, which comes from the herbs. I don't get my minerals from food. I get my minerals from herbs because the herbs have the minerals in them. And being that the body's electric, which we learned from Dr. Sebi, he told us the body's electric and certain minerals you need, like the sea moss and various other things to keep the system working. So as you live, you can thrive. You just don't want to live, you want to thrive. So that means less visits to the doctor, to the hospital, and also where you can even change your whole situation, whether you're obese, you're sick, or whatever the case may be. Whatever you're putting in is gooking up the system. So you want to de-gook. It's sort of like when you got your sink gets clogged. You got your Drano, right? Or whatever they got out, liquid plumber, or you may have to call the plumber. And they may have to put new pipes in, or they may have to put a solution that dissolves all that. This is what many of us need. That comes through fruits, vegetables, and herbs, and drinking alkaline water. You don't have to buy the water. We'll show you how to alkaline your own water with crystals and with shungite. So many of us are walking around, you're irritable, you're angry, you got these cravings for all kinds of stuff, all hours of the night. You got an odor on you. You're just feeling tired all the time. Also, you might be going through some mental issues. That's all parasite related. I know y'all saying, yo, who is this guy? Who you think he is? I'm somebody that I read a lot, I study a lot, and I get other sources pertaining to what I read and study, and then I go to the professionals who are saying what I'm saying, because many professionals are saying, or they're just letting the information out now. We're living in some of the greatest times of our lives where all truths are being made known. It's just a matter of connecting with the right people, the right information, and being dedicated to yourself, because you can't be there for your family. You can't be there for nobody if you're sick, if you ain't got yourself situated. You shouldn't even be in no relationship. Right now, your relationship should be with you. That should be your foremost goal. Building a relationship with myself, with my body, with my spirit, with my soul. So this way you can put the right things inside to elevate your frequency, heighten your frequency, calm your frequency, rejuvenate your frequency. Very, very important. So this is what we want to do. The goal is the parasites that you have inside of your body, you probably caught them from your cat, from your dog, from foods. I mean, you can get them from salads, stuff you buy that hasn't been cleaned thoroughly or whatever. Swimming in a pool or in some contaminated ocean or lake. There's a video called Monsters Inside of Me. I'm going to post a compilation on my Facebook wall, and you watch it, and it'll show you how there's different ways you can get parasites inside of you. Many of them can kill you. Yeah. Many of them can cause bad health situations where you wind up in the hospital. I'm telling you, it's that deep. You know, so we want to make sure that we are using herbs and eating certain foods to keep us parasite free. Or if a parasite gets inside of us, your system is so healthy that it's going to purge it out. 9 times out of 10, you will defecate it out, or you may pee it out, or you may throw up. It depends, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, but I'm telling you from my personal self. Also, you can get parasites from sex. Yes, you can. You can get them orally. You can get it from sex. You can get it from, like I said, foods and stuff like that. Being around animals, you kissing dogs and all this cat all in your face. The animal can have the parasites on their paw and you don't know it. It's just a very, you know, from seafood, depending, you know, various different foods and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you are using certain herbs to keep the parasites out of your body. And if they are in your body, you want to flush them out, rid them out, so this way you can have optimum rejuvenational health, which is very, very important. The more you know, the more you grow. The less you know, the less you grow. And so, and then these parasites, you can spread them to your family members. Yes, you can spread them. You can spread them. Like I said, I got books on stuff. I can send you videos. If you want to watch videos, I can show you. I can send you other sources where they're saying, this is why the person is sick. They got parasites. A lot of us don't know because we just don't know, or we have not been taught, or we're not around the right people who are talking about these things. So the goal is your health is your wealth. As you age out, you want to thrive and you want to take care of yourself. Very, very important. You have to take care of yourself. You may not have people that's going to be running back and forth to the hospital, running back and forth to visit you, running back and forth to go buy food and do this and that for you. So you got to make sure you're taking care of yourself so you can be strong enough to thrive and get around and do the necessary things that you have to do for your personal self. Not unless an accident happens or something like that, then that's beyond your control. But a lot of things we do have the power to prevent. That's why you got the free will. So we want to use the free will, because look, it says free will. It was given to you for free. Yeah. You know, God didn't say, yo, give me $1.8 million for the free will. You was born with the free will. Now the goal is we want to learn how to use the free will freely. Okay, this may be one of the livest lives that I may be doing. I've done others, but the parasites ain't no joke, people. I'm going to be posting various information on my Facebook wall so you can mull it over, research for yourself. Don't believe nothing I'm telling you. Do your own research. That's all you got to do. Do your own research. And then you'll see, oh, wow, I never knew that. Of course you didn't know. You know, because sometimes we're not in the right frequencies of knowing what we're supposed to know. We may know other things, which is good, but what about taking care of ourselves on a deeper cellular level? Very, very important. Because you could be working out and all that, but if you're still eating the junk food, it's counterproductive to the working out aspect. Yeah, you in there sweating this and that, but the weight ain't coming off. You're still eating the junk. You're still gaining the weight. You're still irritable. Working out is supposed to make you happy, relax, and motivate you. If your workouts is not doing that, that's because you got parasites in you. You may have mold, heavy metals, mineral deficiency, and what else? Mucus, and there's a variety. I'm gonna make out a list because I've been doing my studying and stuff like that. So what I do, as many of y'all probably know, some of y'all new to the page, I drink my blends in the morning. You know, I said to myself, even though I'm eating clean, now sometimes I may eat something, you know, that technically I should not eat, but due to my regimen where I'm going to the bathroom regularly, meaning after every meal you're supposed to be going to the bathroom. If you're not doing that, you're clogged with feces, you're clogged with parasites, you're clogged with mold. It's all kind of stuff going on. That's probably why your breath is really smelling. That's probably why you got the body odor. That's probably why you got the obesity going on, various different things, because you're clogged with toxins. And that doesn't make you a bad person. Now, the information is out there. That's why they call the smartphone a smartphone. They don't call it a dumb phone. They call it a smartphone. So now you want to make yourself smart so you can start taking better care of yourself so you can be there for your family. First, you got to be there for yourself. Be there for your family. Be able to go to work. Be able to go little outings, vacations, and just be able to get around and do some of the things that you normally do, that you like to do. Because we all like to have fun. Everything in creation like to have fun. Look at the birds. Look at the squirrels. They be playing. Everything in creation likes to have fun. So what we want to do, we want to make sure that we connect with people who are striving to be healthy. But you don't compare yourself to them. You may be new to what I'm saying. So you want to get a pen and paper and take notes and write down stuff, memorize stuff, search stuff, Google, YouTube, BitChute.com, Rumble.com, various different sites that's out there that's telling you stuff that you ain't gonna find on Channel 7 News or the regular news you be watching. You gotta go off the grid and get the real news. And once you get the real news, then you get the clues to do what you have to do for yourself. Because you are the one that has to live inside of your body. Yeah, we all gonna leave out the earth one day, but while you are here, I'm telling you, if you hear my voice now, you hear my voice 10 years from now, 40, 50 years from now, you have to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you're gonna be suffering. Your mobility is gonna be hampered. You're gonna be irritable, you're gonna be angry, you're gonna be snappy, you're gonna have all this stuff going on because you have not been taking care of yourself. Yeah, we want the money. Of course we want the money. But don't you want the health? So you can enjoy the money. So you can enjoy your house, your car, your family, your loved ones. If you're sick, you're not going to be able to enjoy those things. Those things will mean nothing to you when you are sick. I'm telling you a true story. When you get deathly ill and deathly sick, all that stuff you got, you're not thinking about that stuff. You're thinking about getting healthy again. Okay? So what I want to say to you is that parasites, you have them and you can spread them to your family. You can catch them from other people through sex, through close contact, and from your cats and your dogs, from your animals. So if you got gerbils, you know, different animals, y'all like to have snakes or whatever, 9 times out of 10, you got parasites. Not from them, but you can catch them from them. But you probably got parasites from eating the wrong food, or you came in contact with, contaminated food, old food, something along the way. But I'm going to do more research. But from what I've been observing and studying, you can get parasites from your pets. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I didn't even know that. I used to have pit bulls. I used to let my pit bull sleep in the bed with me. I never let my dog lick me and stuff like that. But my dog used to sleep in the bed with me. I had a cat. But now I know about this stuff. I don't have animals anymore. Okay, so now I just wanted to put that out there. I know y'all got cats, y'all got dogs and various different pets. So if you want more information pertaining to cleansing your body of the parasites, also your pets, they're going to need deworming because they have parasites in them as well. Animals have certain things you can use to deworm them as well. You know, I have a lot of information, you know, so, and I'm going to point you to sources, not just to me. I'm going to point you to the sources that's saying exactly what I'm saying. So this way you don't think, oh, this guy, he's just getting up on here on Facebook and he's just talking all this bull crap because he want us to buy something from him. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't get nothing from it, it don't matter to me because I'm going to use those life tools for my life. Thanks to the brother from Chicago, you know, speaking about life tools. You know, those are life tools. I'm going to use those life tools to sustain me while I'm living. So hopefully I can be strong and stronger and my strongest as I age out. And even while you're young, it's never too late to start. You know, I'm not saying give this stuff to your baby and none of that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're taking care of yourself, you're eating right and all of that, and you're eating clean, then you're going to be giving that information to your children. There's a lot of stuff that I know about that, but I'm not going to say everything on this live. But if you want to do a consultation with me, I will give you some information that will awaken you, that will help you so you can really elevate with yourself, with your family. And when you interact with people, you got a better understanding when you're dealing with them as well. Because the goal is you want to protect your energy. You want to protect your frequency. You want to use the life tools that God placed in the earth to sustain you and to keep you together. It's very, very important. Because you will not be able to do anything if you are not well. You can't be the mom. You can't be the dad. You can't be the co-worker, auntie and aunt and grandma and granddad. If you're sick, you'll still have those titles, but now you will become a burden on your family to where they got to stop what they doing and worry about you because you didn't take care of yourself. We no longer want to do that to our people. We want to, like James Brown said, get on the good foot and start taking care of ourselves so we don't be a burden on our family. So we can have some time with them, some joy, and we can go through some of the pains of life. Because life is duality, yin yang, joy and pain, ups and downs and crazy turnarounds. That's what life is all about. And once you learn how life works, now you know the necessary tools to place in your life to keep you together. The foremost thing I always tell people, the more creative things that you got going on, you will not be bored with your life. I see people talking about, oh, I'm bored. How are you bored and you're breathing the breath of life? The breath of life is what makes us rich, not the stuff we have. We think, oh, I got the car, I got the money, and I'm rich. You're not rich. You just got some stuff. What makes you rich is the breath of life that you're breathing. That is what makes you rich. And what makes you wealthy is your health. Your health is your wealth. Then the material world, you'll be able to enjoy it and be more appreciative. A lot of times, you know why we so caught up in the material world? Because we got all that gook in us. If we de-gook ourselves and declog ourselves, then we'll see the material world for what it really is. It's just a couple of extra cookies, a couple of extra pieces of cake that we have been given by the Creator. That's all. And don't take the cake thing or the cookie thing, because you can still eat cake and cookies, but you want to eat organic. There's ways of still enjoying life, but you want to be able to eat more healthier and not be chemicalized. So now, you know what I'm saying, you just caught up in the chemical world. This is not to put you down, but it's to inspire you. If you've been going through some of the things that I've been talking about over the years that I've been doing Facebook Live, because this Facebook Live is going to be more detailed. The parasites that you have inside of you, you can spread them to your family. And if you got close contact with people, you can get parasites from them and they can give you parasites. I know you're saying, oh man, this sounds like some stuff. It's real. I didn't even know it. So my goal is to share the information. So there are various different herbs. Like I said, I am going to eventually do start putting the herbs in pill form, because a lot of y'all don't want to make no smoothies and drink blends. I get it. You want to just pop your little parasite cleanse pills, pop your little sea moss pills, your bladder whack pills, your burdock pills. I get that. And so I was inspired by, I was talking with somebody over the phone. I said, you know what? Being that you spoke about that, that's the universe talking to me, telling me I need to get the necessary machine to start making the herbs and the powder of the, in the pill form, which I'm about to do. I already ordered the machine, and stuff like that. I kind of forgot I ordered it. Yeah, I said, oh yeah, I ordered that, so I'm waiting. And then I said, I hope it's not a scam, because sometimes you order stuff and people be trying to scam or whatever, but it is what it is. So anyway, what I'm saying is that parasites, mold, heavy metals, mucus, okay, I'm gonna try to name them off. Okay, mucus, heavy metals, parasites, mineral deficiency, mold, not getting sunlight, lack of exercise, and your diet and how you think. And I know there's a few others, but I'm gonna get the list together. That's why you're not at your best. That's why things ain't coming in the way they're supposed to come in, because you're in that sluggish, clogged frequency. So once you declog inside and you start getting the inside together and like revitalizing the system, now you're opening the channels to the cosmic gateways, the cosmic freeways, and all those different avenues where everything will start coming in abundance for you. That's why certain things have not been coming in for you, because the inside is clogged and your thoughts have been clogged, and you're hanging around a frequency that's clogged. So there's a stopper on your abundance, on your health, on your wealth, on your peace of mind. That's why things is going on in the family and this and that, because they got the same thing going on. They got the parasites in them. They got the heavy metals in them. So ain't nobody thinking right. Ain't nobody doing right. Anytime you see a whole lot of chaos going on in your home, it's either somebody got parasites in them or they got something going on inside of them and it's affecting. You may be the only one that's doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, but yet you're getting this conflict. That's because they're not in the frequency. So you have to maintain your frequency, strengthen your frequency, and grow your frequency to be stronger, so you can be able to deal with this stuff and see, oh, now I know why they're doing that. They either got parasites, heavy metals, mold, mucus, and all those other things that I made mention of. And like I said, you can get them from your pets in your home as well too, and from family members, and if you're having sex, unprotected sex, or whatever the case may be. I know this live sounds very, very strange. It was strange to me. It was strange to me. Because I've seen online about when you get with certain people, they suck your energy and this and that, succubus or whatever they call it, vampire. Well, that can happen also when you are having relations in close contact with either animals or people and stuff like that. And this is why a lot of us have these different afflictions going on, because the insides is afflicted. And then once you, I'm going to call it de-afflict yourself, that's when you're better able to recognize things and see things a little bit better. And I'm going to tell you something. Once you start doing some of the things, if you're interested in what I really want to say, you have to inbox me for a consultation, and then I'm going to break some stuff down to you. Okay, I'm going to listen to you first, then I'm going to give you some information, and I'm going to give you sources to information that I got information from, so this way you can see, oh yeah, this is the real deal. This is just something he thought of from the top of his head, and it has nothing to do with money. You are the money. You are money. And once you get yourself together, you'll spend your money differently. You know why you broke? You broke because you're clogged up. You broke because you're empty. You broke because you're trying to fill something up. Whether it's with food, relationships, and they take on other forms. Arguing, jerking money, just all this stuff that's causing an imbalance in your life, in your frequency. So you gotta come back to yourself, because you are the one that have to live inside of your body. And once you come back to yourself and pull yourself back to yourself, that's when you can really have the abundance, the real abundance. I ain't talking about the 100 pair of shoes you got. I ain't talking about all the gold jewelry you got, all the house. No, we're not talking about that. Anybody can get that. But what we want the peace of mind. We want the health. That's what we want. Our health is our real wealth. So when we are in Hawaii or wherever we like to do and go, we are enjoying it. We're connecting with nature. We're connecting with ourselves, with the people in that community. And so we're not isolating with the headphones on. You're on vacation, you got headphones on. No, you're supposed to be listening to nature and checking things out and getting to know some of the locals and stuff like that, if you feel safe to do that, or if you know the area. But I'm not saying go to areas and say, oh, I'm going to go into the ghetto. No, you can't do that. Not unless you speak the language or you know people that may live there. So getting back to what I'm saying, you got parasites. Your family members got parasites. Your pets got parasites. And y'all are exchanging these different parasites, because it's not just one parasite. You got different kinds of parasites. If you want to know more about the parasites, we got books on parasites. Also, we're going to refer certain videos to you that you can watch and see what I'm talking about. Then once you watch it, then you make the decision. Do I want to be sick and clogged, or do I want to declog, and I want to have quality of life, and I want to focus on wellness? That's the goal. You want to focus on being well. I'm kind of glad I came out to get some of the sun, but I don't like sitting down because this is solid stone. You know? I mean, we all are going to age out. That's part of life. You age out. But the goal is you want to make sure you're putting in the right minerals in your body, so you're not moving slow, you're not feeble, you're not afraid, and when old age strikes you, sometimes people are a little bit more afraid of venturing out and stuff like that. You want to be able to feel so strong and feel your strongest as you age out. So what is needed is minerals. The right minerals in the body. The sunlight, the sun is going down. And, you want to get in touch with nature. You want to get around people who got information. You want to start watching videos, reading certain books and stuff like that in your spare time. That means a rededication to yourself, to your life path. Very important. So this way, as you age out, you're not declining. Because some of us, as we age out, we decline. So, you got parasites. You may got some parasites around you. I know certain people, but you got those parasites in you. Also, if you're not going to the bathroom, you're clogged up. You're probably clogged up from 2 years back. Some of y'all 5, 10 years back. So we got information that's going to help you. But do you really want to help yourself, or do you just want to stay stuck and say, oh, well, I'm going to have to deal with this? You don't have to deal with that anymore. You can elevate. There's too much information out here for us not to elevate. Yeah. You see how we chase money, right? Let's chase our health. The same way you chase money, let's chase our health like that. Yeah, let's chase our health like that. You chasing that girl, you chasing that man, you chasing that job, you chasing that raise. Let's chase our health like the way we chase the material world. Let's do it. That's my challenge right there. Chase your health like you chase everything else that you chase. You can take little baby steps. You took little baby steps when you was a baby. You can take them now as an adult to get back to where you need to be, to feel strong again, to regroup again, to feel youthful again. This is what we want to do. See, there's a lot of dogs down here. These people, they love them dogs. And I'm a dog lover myself. I love cats. I love nature. I love animals. But when I started learning about how your pets can give you parasites, and then those parasites cause major illness to you, I was like, oh my God, thank God I don't have animals no more. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff that's going on. And I cannot speak about a lot of stuff because I just can't. So, if you watching this video and you want to get that sun, and you want to get the necessary information that's needed for your health, we got you. We're going to show you some things. And I'm going to say something to you. There's quite a few people on Facebook who have this information. That's right. And there's people you know in your family that have this information. So you don't want to wait till you get sick and deathly ill, and now all of a sudden you want to get the help. You want to get that help while you are somewhat all right, so you can start guarding, preventing, and shielding yourself from a lot of those things that we get unnecessarily that we don't have to get or go through. Whether it's a bad relationship or whatever it may be. A lot of stuff we can avoid. No, you cannot avoid death. But a lot of the things that happen to us because of poor decisions, poor choices, a lack of love for ourselves, low self-worth, low self-esteem, you can avoid those things if you just grasp the information and follow a path that is going to put you in multiple meaningful pathways of living. I'm going to say that again. Follow a path that's going to put you in multiple meaningful pathways of life so you can thrive, so you can be more at peace, you can be more calm, so you don't have to be caught up and still caught up month after month, year after year. It's the same old thing. You're going through the same thing. It's a never-ending cycle. And a lot of it is because we're not using the free will that we was given free by the Creator to free ourselves. Think about that. You want to be free? Learn how to use your free will correctly. That can be done. So, this is not to bash or clash, demean, none of that. It's just to say, hey, there are people in the earth who have been sent to the earth to bring some information so we can get ourselves in sync with nature. We get ourselves in sync with ourselves our loved ones, and our families and thrive. And then we can teach our children. So we can stop passing down generational sickness. Y'all talking about generational curses. Let's really, really, really go deep. Generational sickness. That's a curse in itself. Yeah, think about that. Oh, it runs in my family. The only reason why it probably runs in your family, because it's either parasites, heavy metals, mold, mucus, mineral deficiency, diet, mindset. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. I'm telling you, it's deep. Parasites is deep. But we was not told that, because somebody else was teaching us. So we didn't know. But now you're going to know. How they say you're going to learn today? If you want to learn, you're going to learn. The information is out there. Y'all remember X-Files? When they used to go off, the truth is out there. The truth is out there. So if you want to know the truth, you're going to have to make some serious changes. That's right. And don't do it because you want to, oh yeah, I'm doing, nope, do it because you know that you're being true to yourself. Because a lot of us haven't been true to ourselves. Been lying, fooling yourself. Been there, done that. And still breaking out of that. Breaking generational curses is not just what you think it is. That goes all the way back to what we have been eating generationally, doing with our money, all of that. Your spiritual stuff, your physical, your mental, all that. And in between all of that, we've been catching parasites, all kind of stuff that we didn't even know that was a part of that. We thinking we're going to break the generational curses because we're going to stop arguing with each other. We're going to stop. No, them generational curses means everything that I just made mention of. Various different aspects of being caught up, getting caught up, and suffering. And you don't have to suffer no more. A lot of things we have been doing and a lot of trends we have been following has been, number one, taking our money, taking our health, taking away our beauty, taking away our natural selves from ourselves, where you don't even know yourself no more. It's true. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking the universe to strengthen us so we can awaken to newer realities, a newer mindset that's going to help us help ourselves. Okay? So I've been meaning to give this live some time ago. But when I came out, I said, okay, I can do it now. Because if I would have given it at that time, I may not have said what I just said today. So, I love my apples, y'all. Yeah, organic apples. Because we have to be really aware of what's going on with the food. Because there's a lot of things that's going on with the food. You'll be shocked. Guess what? The Creator said, I've given you every herb as a healing for the nations. So God knew that things was going to go down, right? But we are grateful for the herbs that was given to us as a healing for the nations. That's right. And I'm not no Christian, but the healing is in them herbs. So when you start taking that burdock and that yellow dot and that sarsaparilla and that sea moss and those various other herbs, the soursop and the cleavers, I can name them all because I use them all. But when you start taking them herbs, I'm telling you, you're going to slowly start declogging yourself, and you're going to be getting a lot of that gook out. That's why you ain't going to the bathroom, because you got all that gook in you. You clogged up. Your skin is clogged, your scalp is clogged, you're clogged. Poisons, all kind of stuff. Many of us not even reading the labels to stuff. We just, you know. And the sad part is, it's coming at us through the clothing we wear, the stuff we put on our skin, the food, the air. So this is why God said, I've given you the herbs as a healing for the nations. He didn't say for nation, he said for nations. That means it's for anybody and everybody who wants to heal. That's right. Because see, the Creator is just. So that means everybody can partake in the healing if they really want to heal. You can partake in it. That's why the free will is free. You was given a free will. Yeah, if you look at the word will, it says you was given a free will. It's free. But many of us from the free will has imprisoned ourselves. Your free will has imprisoned you because you don't know the power of what your free will entails. And when you are eating the wrong food, when you're not getting that sunlight, when you're not getting the exercise that you need, when you're around the wrong people, when you've been going through, as many of us say, those generational curses, right? Sometimes we don't know that there's a remedy. We don't know that there's a healing for us. So this is why 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you find yourself doing the same thing, but with different people or different locations. And you saying, damn, when I lived here, I was doing this. Now I live in a better area and I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still thinking the same way. I'm still feeling the same way. That's because you got them parasites in you that you didn't get rid of. They're inside of you. You got them heavy metals. Got that mucus. You got that mold in you. You got a mineral deficiency. So when you have certain things that is going on inside of your body, how do you expect to change if your insides is compromised, how do you expect to change? You're not going to be able to change because your insides have been compromised. And a lot of times, we don't even know that it has been compromised. The only way you can tell if your life has been compromised is if you look at some of the things that you have been doing and you get a grasp over that and say, hold up, this is a pattern. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've been doing this for 10 years. Why am I doing it? There's something on the inside that's amiss. So just to end the live, because I got to go pick up my oyster mushrooms, I'm going to repeat again. You have parasites. You have heavy metals. You have mold. You have a mineral deficiency. You got mucus. You got various other things going on inside. You're not using the bathroom regularly. That's why you keep regurgitating the same situation, because you got old gook in you. So what we want to do, we want to get the necessary information so we can clean out the inside of our blood, your organs, your cells, your bones, your skin. I said blood, bones, your organs, your skin. Right. You want to detox. You definitely want to detox, because when you detox and you get that gook out, that's how you are going to be able to get more in tune to your thoughts and your frequencies and get the answers and the clues as to why X, Y, and Z been going on. Everything starts inside, people. And there's nothing wrong if you're just finding out this information. There's nothing wrong. You know? So now you got the information. I received the information, and I'm sharing this information with y'all out there. So if anybody is interested, inbox me, and we'll go from there. That's it. Because like I said, them parasites, they've been with us for years, living inside of you. And we've been sharing them, like literally sharing these parasites. Yeah, sharing them. Catching them from people, from your dog, your cat, and you wondering why you sick. I'm telling you, man, it's deep.